Roger is here, so he's going to set up. I've got my halter already prepared so that I can grab horses and I hold them while Roger trims. We'll see what happens. It'll go well. I've got the horses up in the low road. They've had about an hour and a half to settle. They've been eating grass there. And of course the main horses behind the compound, the primary show horses. But there's a couple of show horses that are on the low road too, like Liz and Uno.
So it's not all that we're doing today. Today's
right.
the small day.
Right. But I see Uno needs something.
Okay.
He needs something.
Okay.
So when's your next endurance ride?
What building is that? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They just canceled the big race across the Sierras.
Oh, because of COVID.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Getting this guy. Okay, no harassing. Captive audience, back. Get back. Get back. Everybody wants in on the action.
Where are you going? Come on, big kid. A little bit more. Come on, this one. Ooh.
You want me to hold him?
Yeah. You should stay put. He knows the drill.
Sometimes he plays games though.
He's a horse.
Yeah. He has to entertain himself. The barefoot trim. You wait there. They are scratching each other while you do this.
And then
they're going to scratch.
Huh?
Well, this is the edge of Sacramento. They're going to scratch while you're trimming. Whoops. Changed his mind there for a moment. But they're going to be there scratching each other.
Probably not hurting anything.
Oh, no. Mutual scratching. Yes, you're doing a little mutual scratching behind you.
No harm.
Yeah, they're enjoying it.
And they're not likely to be moving around.
Until somebody gets bugged. This frog looks in a little better shape than the front.
Yeah.
Can't wait to start getting them out. Do you have water to cross on your your endurance rides?
Always. That's just about always. The desert rides not so much, but anything in the mountains, because you're covering so much distance that you're going to come across a stream sooner or later.
They're busy. They're busy scratching each other's itch.
How do they not get a hairball?
Never happens though. You never hear of it on horses.
No, you never do. But you know they're eating a ton of hair.
They've got to be, or they're letting it go.
That drops the toe down without cutting the heel down.
Yeah, that's cool. There. Look at the difference in those feet. One trimmed, one not. The barefoot trims. His is just the barefoot trim and just keeping his feet in shape because he's got those big saucer feet and he tends to be flat-footed. And you've kept him in shape really well.
Well, there's a downside to it. See how wide it is this way? It's much wider than it is front to back, and that's because you're always cutting that toe off to eliminate the flare. It's sad, but some horses have bones like that. I've seen it many times before. Slow now. That's okay.
Oh, he's got toe to come off. He's a little long in the toe.
It's really kind of more overall.
Yeah.
But a good way of doing it is you take your hand, karate chop right down to the ground, roll up, okay? And so you see, it actually takes 5 fingers to cover up his hoof wall. After the trim, it'll be roughly 4 fingers. And
but then you have bigger fingers than me.
That's a fact. You could measure it, and it's about something on the order of 3.5 or 4 inches of hoof wall face. It's just a good convenient measurement though, and so get in the habit. Some of my customers, like the ladies, they'll do this, and they'll measure from ground up to the top of their thumb.
Yeah.
And use that as an indicator of when it's, you know, really getting seriously long.
Oh, I can see it. I mean, you know, having lived with horses all my life, I can see that he's got a lot of growth there.
Right, but I only have like 3 customers like you. The rest are, you know, people who've had a horse occasionally, you know, throughout their life, but they really don't. They can saddle it up and they can go ride good and they've got a good seat, but you know, they just don't know. So you've got to, for people like that, you got to provide them with some useful measurements. So then you come around and look at it from the bottom, you clean it out, and remember, it was about the thickness of my finger that was too long. So I put my finger there, and you see how it's got this big old ridge of excess hoof wall.
Oh yeah, lots of extra and way long in the toe. I can see it.
But
he's got such a nice shape to his hoof.
But look at the heel. See, it's roughly the same overgrowth in the heel as it is in the toe. This guy is a much more balanced horse than that other one.
He's got great feet. I've always liked his feet. And he's got these variegated feet, so and I like that as opposed to the whites.
But the quality of the foot is directly proportional to the quality of the leg. You can't have really good feet on a crooked-legged horse. So this horse has a nice straight leg, and it has a good way of traveling.
Yes, he does. He's very clean in front too. A lot of horses are not clean in front. He travels clean. You know, where some of them paddle, or this guy does not at all. He's just super clean and very correct. Boomer's very correct too in front. And I really like that. That has a lot of appeal to me.
So I'm going to take off half as much on the heel as I am at the toe. I just start at about 1/4 of an inch at the back, and I start sloping my cut deeper and deeper as I approach the toe. And at the toe, I'm going to be something on the order of about 1/2 inch. Then as I swing around, now I've got to start feathering it out, cutting off less and less with each bite. Hello, horse. toe breaking off, so you just clip off that thin extended portion.
Got visitors here. Ditto and Derby. Uno's a good boy. Hold that up again.
You see how it's thicker at the toe. Thicker at the toe than it is at the heel.
Mm-hmm. Dog, get out of there.
We trimmed this guy last time.
Yes.
Man, he's growing a lot of foot.
A lot of good eating.
Yeah.
Uno's just standing there loose. Well, he has a halter on, but the rope is dragging, the lead rope, while Roger works on him. We'll wander back. I'm going to take off the side. Gosh, it's a nice flat cut.
Easy.
Liz's time. I've always liked her feet. Yeah.
So if you scrape away the chalky material down to where the material is firm, then it kind of reveals the natural cut line.
Yeah. Yeah, and hers is very marked. See, and I love her feet. She's got great feet. Trim them, they just pop right back into shape. And she's got nice firm feet. Still blowing coat from the winter.
Yeah, they're all doing that.
Good barefoot cut.
So the thing on a riding horse is you don't cut the wall all the way down. There's about 1/8 of an inch of hoof wall standing up above the sole. So the first weight comes down on the wall, and then the wall kind of sinks into the ground, and then the sole comes into contact with the ground at that point. That helps give them good traction. And it prevents excess pressure on the bottom of the foot.
You're doing actual shoeing, aren't you, as well?
Oh yeah.
Hot or cold?
Cold.
Both?
Yeah, I just beat on steel.
You still doing Mustangs and a lot of the wild stuff?
No. No, I'm too old for that. Let young kids take care of those things.
I hear you there. That's like starting horses. I think, gosh, do I want to keep starting them or do I send them out? I don't know. Those first 5 rides, that's when you really feel like sending them out. But then they're not trained the way you want them trained.
Well, but what you can do is do all the groundwork. And so they know to move to the pressure, you know, of a heel to the front, center, or back. And you can teach that from the ground with your fingertips. They'll back up, they'll back left, back right. All those things you can do from the ground.
Yeah.
And
you
so
can drive
then,
them too. I mean, I have done a lot of that with Teddy before I sent him out.
And so then it becomes kind of a formality. And you let some youngster who has a good bounce when they hit the ground take the first few rides, and you get on it and finish them up. So all you want is the youngster to do the starting rides, and then you go and finish the horse the way you like it.
This is the truth. It's the truth.
But if you've done all the groundwork on it, so the horse is pretty much ready to get on. You know, it knows.
Yeah, and you're hanging off of them as well. So, as part of that groundwork, you hang off the saddle, the sides.
If you think about it, it's really easy money for the kid.
It is. With minimal chance that they're going to get hurt, but there is a chance.
Mm-hmm. Let them take the chance because they can bounce. We can't. The ground gets harder as you get older.
I've noticed that.
It's a law of nature.
My knees have noticed it.
But that only applies to us. It doesn't apply to the kids.
Yeah, they've still got a lot of bounce, and they're still invincible.
And they heal up at a sickening rate.
Very fast. Very fast. We don't heal as fast anymore, Roger.
No. Youth is wasted on them. They don't know how good things are.
That's us. I don't want to go back, but if I knew then what I know now.
Good God, you'd be a rich person.
Look at how nice that cleans up. That's beautiful. Or it's getting beautiful.
Well, what that was, that piece right there, they call it a toe callus. So it's just an accumulation of excess soil material. It's a smooth surface all the way through now.
Yep,
And
looks
here,
beautiful.
all I did is I scraped the chalk away. Here, I had to literally cut that callus away.
Cleaned up beautiful though. And Lizzie's standing so nice. Good one to end on, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So Ditto's over there grabbing the lead rope again, as long as he doesn't take off with it.
He can't go far, he's standing on it.
Oh, he's irritating her. Okay. Okay. Come on. Move on, son. Move on. He'll go find fun somewhere else. Well, Roger's left. We did 5 horses today, or Roger did 5 horses today. We did Boomer, who is my primary competition horse, and he's back behind the barn. We started with him, did the fronts on Mayette, then moved out to the horses on the low road. Lizzie and Uno were done and did the fronts on Ziggy because Ziggy tends to be flat-footed. So all went well. If you like these types of videos, hit that like button. If you've learned something, great. If you have any comments to make, anything that you'd like to see more of, or ask questions, feel free. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And thank you for joining us. Catch you later.